All right, back in the tackle box. If you watched the St. Clair Bassmaster Elite tournament at all on TV, you saw they were using a very unique bait. Um, I believe it originated in Japan. Don't crucify me if I'm wrong on that. But today we're going to try and mimic that bait. And ultimately, what I'm going to do to mimic that bait is take a Senko mold, our Fat Guys Fishing Senko mold, um, cut them in half to make them into Ned rig size. So they're going to be little 3.5, 3.25 inch baits. And then we're going to take some jig skirting material and we're going to thread it through there. So here we go. You'll see what happens here in a second. But if you haven't seen this technique, it's the hottest thing coming over from Japan right now. I think, well, I can't even pronounce his name. Toyota, Fujito, Taco Ito. Those guys are Japanese guys, and I'm sorry if I butchered their names, but they've come over from Japan and they've adopted some of their baits, and this is some version of that. This is going to be the Hog Snacks version of that. So follow along. Let's see how we do. So the first thing we need to decide is color. We're going to fish St. Clair a lot. There's gobies surrounding St. Clair. It's a known fact. That is what they feed. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try and mimic a goby bait from Z-Man. And the colors we're going to use, I'm going to show you here in just a second. All right, here we go. We are going to try and make green pumpkin goby. It's a Z-Man color, and ultimately it's like a dark green with purple, and then it has a bunch of different flakes. So we're going to do silver, purple, and chartreuse or gold. So let's see how we can do here. It's called green pumpkin goby. And I know, to me, it looks a little bit purplish. So we're going to start with green pumpkin brown. That's our base for pretty much every color. Every time I seem to pour this thing, I make it too light. So I added about 10 to 12 drops. And then we're going to add, these are the X2 colorants from Do It. This is green pumpkin brown. This one's going to be June bug. And we're going, which is basically a dark purple. And then we're going to add those flakes and see if we come even close to what Z-Man does. Caught a lot of fish on that exact color on their Ned bait. And so that's what we're trying to imitate. And then we're going to add the skirt material, which is the Japanese portion of that. So that's what we're trying to do here. I know for a fact I don't have the right color yet. It's almost, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I don't think the definition of it is very, very accurate. The goby part is accurate, but it's almost more purple than green pumpkin. So we're adding a bunch of purple there. And it probably doesn't matter a lot how close we are to green pumpkin, to Z-Man, or to the green pumpkin or to the purple, that probably doesn't matter a lot. A lot of it's probably going to depend on our flake and the color or the conditions. Okay, that's getting close. The conditions, the water conditions. So, are we cloudy? Are we sunny? Where are we? This is actually getting really close to what I would say is their Gobi color prior to any flake. Yeah, I really like that. I like that a lot. We'll see how it turns out in the end. You can never tell in the cup, if you ask me. Every single time I thought I'd been close. Once you pour it, it's not what you think. So you won't really know until the end. But that's close enough for me to start, and I can add color after. So we're going to add some silver, some big silver flake. Just a dash, right? I'm not measuring any of this. We got a cup and a quarter of plastic. Some chartreuse, about as much, equal amounts, if you will, just by eyeballing it. And then some purple flake, which purple is my jam. I like purple in almost everything. That's probably the glitter that I use the most is purple, and that's probably because of the way I grew up bass fishing. It was a lot of purple rubber worms, and that worked in our colors or in our waters here. So, oh my gosh, I would say that's spot on in the cup. We'll see what it looks like when we shoot it. We're going to put it back in the mic for just a minute. But if I were to guess what Z-Man used, actually I don't know if I need to put it in the cup. I have it so hot. If I were to guess what Z-Man used, they just did what I just did. They got it down to a science. I'm so confident I'm going to be happy with that color that I put everything back away. And I'm so confident that that's hot enough that we're just going to draw it up and shoot it. And see what we get. Oh, I already see it leaking out the bottom, which means we weren't super tight on our mold, but that's all right. There might have been something in the middle there. We'll get the top half of them probably. That is it. That is it. I'll tell you right now. This is what it's going to turn out like. It's a little warm still. And I'll post that's not good. I'll post a picture of what I'm trying to imitate next to this if I can. So you can see what I'm trying to make, and you guys tell me how close in the comments, how close I got. That's the color. Green pumpkin Gobi. But that's only half of it. The other half is going to be skirt material. So give me a minute. Let me find my skirt. Okay, so some things you're going to need for this, or that will help, not necessarily need. But this is a little threading tool. You can see the hole here at the end. We're going to poke this through the Ned with our rubber skirt material. We got green and purple, which is what we're going to use on this. We're going to poke that through. Well, you'll see. But that's what we're going to use. First, I'm going to cut these to length. I probably only need, a bait's only how long? I'm probably only going to need 1.5 inches through the whole thing. Err on the side of caution. Give yourself a little bit more than that. You can always cut it off if you don't like its length. So I gave myself about 2.5 inches there. And let's see how our color turned out. You guys tell me. This is supposed to be. I got a little flashing. I didn't tighten that up enough probably, but oh my gosh, this is fire. I think this is about as close as I could get without having their recipe, if you ask me. You tell me in the comments if I did alright or not. As soon as I show you here, I know I'm dragging on with this, but I want to peel the flashing off so it doesn't look so hideous. We're going to cut these in half, so it doesn't matter a lot. But super stoked. That's my color. Oh, I still got one with flashing. So these have no salt. So they are going to float like the Z-Man plastic does. When I make these in stick baits or pig poles, as we call them, I add salt to them. So you guys tell me. Green pumpkin goby. I'll try and link a picture right here with it. Is that close? I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to do one. We're going to cut off one. I'm going to hang the rest of these for now. Because I don't know how long. This is the first time I've ever done this. I have no idea how long this process is going to take. But we've got one stick bait. We're about to make it 2 Ned rigs. I've done this before. We're going to cut right there. One's a little bit shorter than the other. One's a little bit thinner taper than the other. Probably not a big deal. We're going to make up a bunch of them, so we'll be able to figure it out. So I'm going to take the longer one first. This is rubber skirting material you can get at Do It or Barlow's or probably even Amazon. But it comes in. This is brown. This is an idea. This is brown, and this was like $4. This will probably last me 3 lifetimes. So get the color you want. Get a couple colors, and then we're going to peel it off strand by strand for this. So we're just peeling one strand off. And rig her through the middle, like so. You can see that. And then we're going to stick it in. You don't want it to, you want it to come out both sides. So you're going to stick it in half or till it's exposed, and then pull it out the other side. Actually, that's probably not the easiest way. But there's one strand. And that might be too long. We'll see. We're going to put a bunch. We're going to put, I don't know, 10 strands in each one. I'm going to do green pumpkin. And we're going to do purple. You know what's going to be easier is probably putting it. I'm learning this as we go. We're going to put it through. And then put that through. That's easier, I guarantee it. Then pull it through, and then pull it to whatever length. That's much easier. So there's 2. We're going to do like, I don't know, maybe 10 of them? 5 of them? 6 of them? I don't know. Till it looks good. Till you want to stop. We're through. Put it through our threader. Pull it through. Pull it through. Rinse and repeat. That's pretty freaking sick, actually. I like it a lot. I'm not even counting. I'm just putting some in here until I like it, and then we're gonna be done with it and call it a day. I'm not. There's no rhyme or reason to this. I don't think. I don't think the fish care that much. They like the little tentacles like moving around or whatever. So we're gonna put a couple more in here and call that one bait. And it took a while to make one bait, but I think these things are selling for like, I can't even tell you, $20 a bait on a freaking. If you can even find them. A lot of this stuff is sold out. Super easy to do yourself if you've got the molds and stuff. This isn't even a Ned rig mold. And we're not even rigging it like a Ned rig. We're going to rig it like a drop shot. So there you have it. There it is. All its glory. Use whatever colors you like. This is, I think I probably got the, let's see. I think I probably got the strands a little too long. We're going to cut a little bit off of all of them. Yeah, I like that. That's it. Looks like a, I don't know. If you were to put it on the front of your mower and go through your grass, you'd be tilling up stuff. But that's top secret Japanese bait made at home here in the US of A. I'm going to make a bunch of these up. And let me know if you've tried this bait. Let me know if you like this bait. Let me know if you spent $20 on it. And I will let you know soon if we catch any on it. We're taking it to St. Clair Sunday for a big tournament. So, super stoked about it. Let me know how close you think I got to Z-Man's Green Pumpkin Goby. I think it's real good. So, let me know. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.